Hello and welcome. If you saw my last video on the Bakeneko 60 from Canonkeys, linked here, you know that while I loved the board, I did not love the way it sounded. So I fixed it. Welcome to Stupid Bullets Tech. The Bakeneko 60 is an O-ring mounted board that I really like. It's priced well, has a nice flexy surface to type on, and is one of the easiest boards to build and rebuild if you want. And that's what we're going to do today. When I first built this budget-conscious board from Canonkeys, I was impressed with what it offered for the price, and thought it was a great board for beginners and enthusiasts alike. What I was not impressed with was what my first attempt sounded like. So this will be a short video showing the changes I made and my current results, which I love. If you want a detailed overview on the board, as well as my impressions with the launch by Canonkeys, just go watch that other video. The first board had Gap Black inks that had been lubed and filmed. A fine switch, but it did not sound good to me in this configuration, so we pulled them out and we replaced them with Gazzew Boba U4T THOCKs. Let's talk about these switches a bit. Besides having a deep tone, which sounds terrific, these are some of the finest switches I've ever worked with. They are very tight from the factory, and while they can be filmed, I didn't do that to these. They're also quite smooth, so I lubed them with an extremely light coat of 3203 on the slide rails and lower housings only. A Space Cables lube station and a few magnetic bowls made my job so much easier. I think that most beginners in this hobby, as well as myself when I started, over-lube switches. And the more I learned, the more I realized that less is more. It's also one of the rare switches that you can use right out of the box with great results. I'm also impressed with how easily the THOCKs came apart, as well as go back together. If you've ever taken switches apart before, you know that a lot of times the clips become deformed and don't ever quite snap back together as they should. That is simply not a problem with these. I did a little research on what the plastic is, but I couldn't find any concrete descriptions. If you know of one, let me know in the comments, please. There are several outlets that sell these switches, including AliExpress, but I get mine from Ringer Keys. I have ordered from them several times in the past, and I have always been impressed with their customer service and their light speed shipping. I reached out to them this morning, in fact, and true to style, I had a prompt answer that they're getting in a large shipment today. The other thing I learned is that though I had clipped and lubed the stabs, the Levias dampeners that I had used instead of a Band-Aid mod on the PCB worked so well that it made the switch sound mushy and silent, especially on the backspace. So we removed all those pads and the difference is obvious. Here's a before and after of the backspace key. To enhance the thockiness of the board, I also switched out the caps to an SA profile. SA caps provide a little bit deeper tone overall, and I'm one of the weirdos that actually likes the way they feel. Maybe once I learn to type I won't, but for now I do. I also experimented with spacebar foam from Stupid Fish, another small keyboard company that provides excellent customer service, and I always check out a new build to see if they have plate and/or case foam available. If they do, I'm probably buying it. And before you bail after the sound test, I plan on giving away this kit as soon as I'm able to buy another one in the Aqua version. We do tech giveaways regularly, details at the end of the video. And now for some sound tests. So there you have it. I think that this board sounds so much better now than it did with my first attempt, and I'm really pleased with the results. As for those tech giveaways, they are held in my live stream on Twitch, linked below, and announced on Twitter. Unless I forget. I am old. As always, thank you so much for watching. Your comments, your subs, and likes are really appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, be good to yourselves.